welcome back to Sensibly Frugal Living. I'm going to bring you along today as I go about my day and get some things sorted, get some things organised. So we got up at the crack of dawn, I lit my candle, I checked my calendar like I do every morning, and I made myself a cup of tea. I can't get going without a cup of tea in the morning. And the first thing I wanted to deal with was this mess. We bought ourselves some treats for Christmas and we got given quite a lot as presents. Some neighbours who been parking their car on our driveway for a little bit gave us some, and yeah, it's just overwhelming amount of food. I'm going to sort some bits that can be used in lunchboxes, such as the crisps and crackers, so I'm going to sort them and get them ready for work lunches and school lunches, and just try and condense everything a little bit and make sure that it gets eaten up. I don't think I'm going to be buying sweets and chocolate for a very long time, but these crisps and things, I really want them to be used and not forgotten or stuck in a cupboard and they go off. So we can grab them when we have our work lunches, and I can make sure the kids eat them in their school lunches. We also have this massive box of clementines, and we get one every Christmas. Normally we've eaten most of them by now, but obviously we'd been poorly. Same with a lot of the food. It didn't get eaten because we were poorly. So these are the clementines that are still good. I'm going to make sure these go in lunch boxes, and I'm probably going to make some breakfast lollies, ice lollies with yogurt, and add some oranges. My fridge is a disaster. I really need to clean it out. We've got cheeses left that are in date still. Usually we'd have buffet foods for Christmas Day evening and New Year's Day, but seeing as we had the illness from basically Christmas Day to New Year's Day, nobody really wanted to eat anything, and I need to make sure that it gets eaten up now. So I go to Tesco's later, and I am planning on getting crackers and pate, some Ritz crackers, because we don't all like the Jacob's crackers, so that would mean I can use the cheese, we can use the chutney, pickles, and basically have the crackers and pate and cheese buffet that we would have had on New Year's Day. I bought this short crust pastry before Christmas and it's actually out of date tomorrow, so I need to get that in the freezer. I'm glad I checked. And we have vegetables and stuff, but I'm just going to leave them until they look like they need freezing. I'm sure we'll use them first. My freezer is also a disaster. I've just been throwing things in. We're full of lollipops because with everyone having sore throats, that was all anybody wanted to kind of eat, and it was just about getting liquids and fluids into us. More cheeses, can't go wrong with cheeses. I'm going to cut one of these up when we have the buffet, but there's a reasonable date on them, so I'm not too fussed. And these are the disposable things that I need to use that we didn't use at Christmas time. We've got a few of these little paper bowls and I'll recycle them after we've used them, so I'm just going to leave them there. And these are all the various alcoholic drinks we were gifted. We don't really drink them, so I'm going to be keeping these to re-gift throughout the year. We do drink Bucks Fizz for special occasions, Christmas. Got one in the fridge and we're going to keep that other one. On this day, a family member came and dropped 2 cardigans off for me to try. Said if I didn't want them to recycle them or donate them. I did do a massive declutter. I was getting overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in my house because of Christmas and the decorations. But yeah, we went around and we filled bags and bags. I'll pop a picture up here. I advertised it for free for resellers or car booters on Facebook Marketplace, and it was collected within 24 hours. So that saved me having to deal with it, and someone can potentially sell the stuff that I was decluttering. So I had a major clear out in my wardrobe, lots of stuff that I just wasn't wearing. So I happily took these cardigans to try. The pink one is like is it a bat wing cardigan sort of thing? It's comfy, it will keep me warm, and the grey one I didn't like, so I'm going to donate it. There is a tiny little hole in it which I'm going to just stitch up, and then I'll pop it in the closed donation bin. But yeah, it just didn't feel right or look right on me. I had a little look around Tesco's to see if they had anything worth buying in the post-Christmas sales. I didn't find much. I did find this colouring book for 50p, which is going to be a birthday present for my youngest nephew. But I did have a little look around to see, but there was just nothing that caught my eye or was a decent enough price for me to buy it, basically. But a colouring book for 50p I thought was a bargain, so I did pick that up, but I left everything else behind. So I actually went to get the pate and crackers. I got that, and I got a tea for the next day, which would be hot, like chili dogs, because I couldn't get my Tesco shop delivered until the Tuesday. I did manage to find wrapping paper, 55p and 45p a roll, so I've put that away for Christmas. And here's what my wardrobe looked like after my declutter. It might not look like much clothes to some people, it might look like a lot of clothes to other people, but yeah, I'm very happy with how my declutter went, and I'm keeping my little gift stash and my Christmas card stash and all in the bottom of this wardrobe so I can grab out any gifts for birthdays. And I sorted out the January birthdays. These are some of the things I've had in my gift stash. And I pulled out cards from my card stash. They're written out, everything's ready to go. And this was all stuff that I already had in the house. And yeah, so that saved me a fortune. And here's a quick little bit of footage of our little buffet we had with the camembert and the crackers, the cheese, and it was yummy. And then I cracked on with the job that I'd been putting off. This is what all the washed and dried clothes look like from a week of sickness. I was good at getting the loads in. I did put them in the tumble dryer because it was all I could manage. It was just folding them. Just the idea of folding anything. So I'd put it off, couldn't leave it any longer. And now that job is complete, I feel so much better because people were just, where's this, where's that? I was like, checking the basket. And everyone was rooting through the basket. It's in the hallway where we have our sort of like utility area. So it's like one of the first things you see when you walk in the house. So I do feel so much better when the laundry's done. So overall, I feel like we're getting back on top of things now, getting back in the swing of things, and yeah, getting this video out as well, because I've been in a bit of a YouTube slump. This video has sort of kick-started me back into filming. I will be having wisdom tooth removal at the end of this week, so I'm hoping to get some more things filmed, but for now, I'm happy to get these things sorted around the house, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.